Miss Lindsay here reporting from the streets of Jerusalem. We have been learning about the beginning of Jesus' life and ministry. Over the next 2 weeks, we are going to hear about what Jesus did to save the people from sin. People have been waiting for so long for God to send a Messiah. Jesus had come to earth as a baby, and now it was time for him to bring salvation to the world. Today, our Bible story is Jesus' triumphal entry. What exactly does that mean? We know it as Palm Sunday. Let's go find out.
What is Palm Sunday to you?
Palm Sunday is when Jesus entered Jerusalem, and it signifies the Sunday before Easter.
What does Palm Sunday mean to you?
Palm Sunday to me means a very joyous time because Jesus was coming and he was with his people and they were celebrating and so excited that he's the Messiah. So I just see it as a time of celebration.
What does Palm Sunday mean to you?
You heard it first, folks. It was a time to celebrate Passover. Many Israelites had traveled to Jerusalem to remember what God had done when he rescued his people from slavery in Egypt. Jesus and his disciples traveled to Jerusalem too. When they neared Bethpage in Bethlehem near the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 of his disciples ahead into a village, and he told them,
"As soon as you enter the village, you will find a young donkey tied there. No one has ever sat on it. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord needs it.'"
The disciples did as Jesus asked. As they untied the donkey, its owner said to them, "Why are you untying my donkey?" "The Lord needs it," they said. Then they brought the donkey to Jesus, threw their robes onto the donkey, and helped Jesus get on it. People spread their robes along the road, and others spread the palm branches cut from fields. The whole crowd of disciples praised God with a loud voice for all the miracles they had seen. The King who comes in the name of the Lord is the blessed one. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest, Hosanna. The word Hosanna means save now. The people believed Jesus was their promised king, and they hoped he would save them from Rome. Some of the religious leaders said, "Teacher, tell your disciples to be quiet." Jesus answered, "If they did not praise me, the rocks would praise me." Jesus was in the temple complex. People who were blind and people who were lame came to him. The blind and lame were not allowed to worship in the temple. Jesus healed them. Wow, what a celebration! God had promised to send a Messiah. The prophet Zechariah even said this day would come. Zechariah 9:9 says, "Look, your king is coming to you. He is righteous and victorious, humble and riding on a donkey." Isn't that surprising? Why wouldn't Jesus ride on a horse? You might ride something like a big strong horse to show off your power, but not what Jesus did. He came humble on a donkey. Crowds gathered and people welcomed Jesus to Jerusalem as their king. We saw in our Bible story today that people welcomed Jesus to Jerusalem as their king. They celebrated him, but Jesus was not the type of king people expected. They hoped for a king who could overthrow the Romans. Later that week, Jesus was arrested and killed, but we know that's not the whole story, and he did not stay dead. We'll learn more about that next week. Stay tuned.